In today's video, I'm going to show you the strategy I used to get a 70% increase in conversions in Google Ads with one simple change to the way we structure our ad copy. Now, this is absolutely something you can do in your account. In fact, I have done it in multiple separate client accounts and it worked every time so far. My team at Bigflare and I ran a bunch of split tests on how best to structure responsive search ads. We tested using more headlines, less headlines, pinned headlines, multiple ads per ad group, one ad per ad group, and so on. At the end of all this, we have come across one simple change that you can make that can result in big performance improvements in your search ads campaign. And it's also kind of counter to what Google recommends. Google will probably tell you your ad strength is weaker when running this strategy, but you should ignore that because the actual numbers and money in the bank speaks for itself. So let's dive in so I can show you exactly how to get this kind of result for yourself. Let's first cover what we actually tested. So we've been testing our approach to responsive search ads, which is the type of text ad that will get shown on Google search results when you are running a Google search ads campaign. In case you don't know, with responsive search ads, Google allows you to supply up to 15 headlines and 4 descriptions. Plus, you have the option of pinning headlines so that they are guaranteed to show in a certain place in your ad when that ad is shown. 15 headlines, 4 descriptions, the ability to start pinning things, that's a lot of options. And a typical recommendation from Google would be to simply max out on headlines, max out on descriptions, do not pin anything because Google wants to automate it all for you and figure it out all on its own. But is this advice actually correct? Should we really max out on 15 headlines and 4 descriptions all the time? Should we use pinning in our ads? According to the tests we ran, the answer is no. So let's dive in and see what we should be doing instead. So let's start with the juiciest test we ran, the one that got the increase in conversions that I mentioned earlier. We ran this as an A/B experiment in Google Ads so that we could properly test this. If you want to run your own experiments like this, you can do so down here where it says Experiments. If I pop open the Experiments tab, you can see here the experiment we are running is called Short RSAs. And the experiment campaign is achieving 70% more conversions, a 48% reduction in CPA, and an 11% decrease in cost. We set up exactly the same test conditions in another client account, and here is that experiment. As you can see, here we are getting 35% higher conversions, 15% higher revenue, 15% better return on ad spend, and a 26% reduction in CPA. What is not to like about that? Let me show you exactly what we did to get that result. It's all in the ad copy, in the number of ads and headlines we used. Alright, so I'm going to come into this client account here, and the way that experiments in Google Ads work is you first take your base campaign, then you create a duplicate experiment campaign. In the duplicate experiment campaign, you change something that you want to test. Then you decide the budget split and Google distributes your budget between the two campaigns fairly. So we can see here the top row is our original base campaign. The second row is the experiment we ran. So if I click into the base campaign, let me show you how the ads look. Alright, as you can see, we have just one ad in the ad group here. If I click into the ad, let's have a look. First of all, let's please note that this ad got excellent ad strength. This is the base campaign that is getting 70% less conversions, and Google is saying its ad strength is excellent. Just take note of that, and I will come back to that later on. Okay, so let's scroll down and look at my headlines and descriptions. The main thing I want to show you here is that we have 15 headlines and 4 descriptions. We are following Google's recommendations precisely here and just giving them as many headlines and descriptions as possible. That's why Google is telling us our ad strength is excellent. Okay, let's backtrack a bit, and now let's look in the experiment campaign. This campaign is an exact duplicate of the base campaign with one key difference. Let's come into my ad group and let's open up my ads. Okay, so here you can already see one key difference. We have 2 ads in here instead of just the one ad in our base campaign. And let's click edit here so I can show you how the ad itself is different. First of all, note here that Google tells me the ad strength is only average, and it wants me to make more unique headlines. Okay, scroll down and look here. I have only 8 headlines in this ad instead of 15. And for descriptions, I have only 2 instead of 4. The same is true for the other ad in this ad group. It has only 8 headlines and 2 descriptions, instead of maxing out on both headlines and descriptions. And that there is it. It's that simple. We got big improvements in conversions, revenue, ROAS, and CPA across multiple client accounts simply by ignoring Google's recommendation to max out your headlines and descriptions in a single ad. Instead, creating 2 ads per ad group and having 8 headlines and 2 descriptions in each ad performed much better for us. And it's also worth noting that Google's ad strength rating said average in the experiment campaign, where we got much better results. In the base campaign that had worse results, Google's ad strength indicator said excellent, even though those ads actually performed worse. It just goes to show that you can't always trust Google's recommendations on what works. Now, in just a moment, I am going to show you the next ad test we ran and the results it got and what you can learn from that. But in the meantime, let me just tell you about my agency, Big Flare, and our fully done-for-you Google Ads service. We've helped tons of businesses to make literally millions of dollars with Google Ads and have got a bunch of case studies up on the site to show it. If you are struggling to get better results on Google Ads, or if you just need a seasoned pro to take this off your hands and free up your time so that you can focus on higher leverage things in your business, then click the link in the description below to get in touch. You can book a time on the calendar there to speak to either myself or my team. On the call, we'll have a good chat to see if Big Flare can help you meet your advertising goals, and if we think it will be a good fit, then we'll let you know. We also tested out using pinning to pin a headline to the first position. You can use pins in Google Ads to make sure that the headline appears in either position 1, 2, or 3 in your ad. For the purpose of our test, we were testing pinning headlines to position 1. And thinking about how our previous test showed that running fewer headlines performed better, we decided to also test even fewer headlines. So the bare minimum number of headlines you can create is 3. So in addition to testing pinning, we also tested that, just 3 headlines. Now, this test was set up a bit different. Because we were testing 3 things at once, we couldn't use a single A/B campaign experiment to test all 3. Instead, what we did was we took a client account and inside every ad group in there, we added a full responsive search ad, which means a responsive search ad with 15 headlines and 4 descriptions. Then we added another copy of that same responsive search ad with one difference. We pinned something to headline 1. The thing we pinned was a keyword relevance headline, meaning that whatever headline was pinned here was one that was written to be same or similar to the keyword searched, so that the user can see our ad is relevant to their search. Finally, we created a third ad in each ad group that had the minimum 3 headlines only and only 2 descriptions instead of 4. And what we did here was we took the best combination from our existing responsive search ad, the combination that was currently getting the most impressions and best results. We used that combination of headlines and descriptions for our 3 headline ads here. So here's what we found when we ran the test. These are the aggregated results for the whole account, every single ad group. Comparing pinning headline 1 to the full responsive search ad, we got lower spend, less conversions, less clicks. The CTR was actually higher though. In fact, the CTR was the highest of the bunch, but CPA was highest and conversion rate was lowest. Overall, performance looks pretty poor for pinned headline 1. Now, looking at the full RSA or responsive search ad versus the 3 headline ads, it's quite interesting. The 3 headline ads actually did a very similar CPA or cost per acquisition compared to the full responsive search ad. But it did have a lower CTR and a lower conversion rate. It also spent less and got fewer conversions. So overall, I would say the full responsive search ad is actually the winner right here. So with all this in mind, let's summarize and figure out how you should use this information in your Google Ads account to get better performance. Now, of course, everything I have done and shown here is based on our testing in my agency's client accounts. So just because it worked for us doesn't mean it will work exactly the same for you. If you want to be super thorough, then run the same experiments we did, but do it for yourself. In Google Ads, go to the experiments section on the left-hand sidebar. Set up an experiment to test whether using 15 headlines and 4 descriptions with 1 ad per ad group is better, or whether it's better to run 2 ads per ad group with fewer headlines and descriptions. Run the test in your account, see how it does, and make your judgments based on that. Or if you don't have the time for that and you just want to use my numbers to help inform your campaign strategy, then skip straight ahead to the bit where you just use 2 ads in each ad group and use 8 headlines and 2 descriptions for those ads. So that covers ad copy strategy, but what about the overall account structure strategy? For more on that, check out my video right up here, which takes you through my seed mining method for running high-performing Google Ads campaigns. In that video, I give away my Google Ads script for automating the structure, so I highly recommend you check that one out.